Welcome in the shave of the day. I haven't seen you guys since last year. That's right, because today is the first day. Yeah, January 1st. Today is the new year. It's New Year's Day, and it is finally here upon us, 2016. So literally, I guess it has been since last year that I saw you guys. I have my brush that's been soaking in some hot water right here. Dennis Coluccio, one of my favorites right here with a silver tip badger. And I am wetting the bristles right now because I'm just going to wet my whiskers and sling water droplets all over the mirror. One thing about silver tip badger hair is when you first get it and it comes in the mail, it's rancid. I mean, it just smells terrible. This one doesn't smell bad any longer. Took it a little while, but finally it's doing good. I have my bowl that's been soaking in hot water. That way it will be excellent when it comes time to do some lathering. My bowl will be hot. Today I am using Shea Moisture Shave. Shea as in shea butter, of course. Shea Moisture Shaves Beard Softener. This is some great beard softener and skin protectant. Just a few drops right in the palm of your hand. This is a great pre-shave, but it smells even better than it performs, in my opinion. It smells heavenly. It really does smell great. Lovely, as my buddy Mike Baker says. And it does smell lovely. Really does. But you don't have to worry about it overpowering your aftershave, your cologne, or your shave soap for that matter, because it will soon dissipate. It'll fade out. It's not going to be something that is so dominant that you have to say, wow, how come I can't smell my cologne today? Oh, it's that beard oil. Nothing like that. It's not going to choke you to death by any means, okay? The soap I'm using today is from the doctor. Doctor in the house, doctor in the house, doctor in the house. Dr. Jon's propaganda. This came from Shave Revolution. It even says so, I think, on the can. Shaving soap for the revolution. But I got it from shaverevolution.com. It's a great handcrafted soap from Dr. Jon's. Now let's see if I can remember what's in it, because I didn't write it down. Vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli. Let's see. Vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, and musk, and mandarin. There you go. This stuff smells great. I really like the scent. And if they could bottle this into a cologne, I would wear it all day long. Unfortunately, it won't last that long, but it still is a great soap. I love it. It really is one of my favorites. It is a soft soap, so you don't have to worry about putting bloom water all over it. I mean, you can, and I always do. I don't really allow it to bloom or sit around and blossom, so to speak. I don't just sit it there and let it soak up a bunch of water. No sense in that. But you just get your brush wet, of course, and then just rub the tips around a little bit. That's all you need. I'm not going to use a bunch of soap out of this one. And then I go ahead and I add just a small amount of water. See that? That's a teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of water into the bottom of my bowl. I put that in the bottom of my bowl and start stirring. And in no time, it comes into a big lather. And it has a off-color texture or color tint to it. It sort of has a brownish tint, color-wise. Which that's okay, it doesn't matter. But I'm just telling you so you'll know what to expect. And this stuff is ready to go. I mean, look at that. Can you imagine? In no time at all, that stuff has just quadrupled into some amazing lather. And maybe I got a little too much water in it. I forgot that I had water in my brush. I didn't wring out the tips. And that's okay, because we are not concerned. With this soap, you can do just about anything you want. If you like a thick, heavy lather, then you can have it. Just whatever you prefer. I'm going to rinse the base of this brush off right now in my fingertips. Sort of wipe it down. I like to have a good grasp, a good grip or grasp is called grasp. I like to have a good grasp on my grasp. A good grasp or grip on my brush. And now, see there, it's coming right along. That's the way I like it to perform. This silver tip badger is a 24 millimeter. And it does a great job. It has a tremendous amount of backbone to it, which is surprising for a big knot like that. The big knot, 24 millimeter. Loading up my glasses too. All right, going to just add a couple of drops into my bowl and stir it around a little bit. I own a few of the Dr. Jon's brand soaps, so this is not the first or one and only for me. And once you start using some soaps that you like, you sort of know what to expect, like with the Dr. Jon's soaps. Same thing goes with Soap Commander soaps. Same thing goes with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements soap. Same thing goes with several others that are out there. After you start working with it in the past and you get one of their new ones to try out, usually you can almost always bank on it being about the same as far as latherability goes. Reaction to water just depends on whether or not it's what base soap it is, whether it's a glycerin base soap, whether it's a tallow base soap. And personally, I really do like tallow based soaps. Let's see, I was noticing someone had a tallow based soap they were just touting the other day. I think it perhaps could have been, was it Monica on Vanulay, Soap of the Gods? Not positive, but I pretty well think so. I'm gonna say, I guess. That's as close as I can say. I guess that's right. And see there, you can just do what you want as far as texture goes, thickness, etc. Perfect though. This soap is, latherability is just, it's perfect. I'm gonna add just a few more drops to my bowl. And I drip it from my hand into the bowl. Instead of immersing the bristles into the sink full of water, because I've learned the hard way, I screw up when I do that. I hope you guys had a fantastic night last night. New Year's Eve came in, and I hope you celebrated it wisely and didn't drink and drive. If you did, then, of course that's your business. But when you decide to get behind a wheel, then it becomes my business. Because I could be on the other side of the road coming toward you if you swerve. And it becomes everyone else's business too. So if you did perhaps drink and drive this year, how about making a resolution that this time perhaps you keep? I know a lot of times we overlook and forget about those New Year's resolutions, but that's one in particular that I think is something that should be kept for the rest of your life, about don't drink and drive. Okay, going to rinse my hands. I'm not here to bring up the bitch campaign. That's not what it's all about. Just making sure that you know my stance. Okay? Excuse me. Got a little frog in my throat. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Okay, pulling out the Dovo Prima Clang 5/6, or rather 5/6/7/8. This is the 5/8. Great razor too. Solingen steel. Pre-stropped and ready to go. And here we go. I was just thinking, I wonder how my son would react with this one. Or with the big 8/8 Wade and Butcher I have. He's just started straight razor shaving, in case you caught that video. And in case you missed it, it's there for your pleasure whenever you're ready to watch it. And he said the other day, in case you missed it, he said, "Dad, this thing is sharp. Is there any way we can dull it a bit?" You keep shaving with it, you'll dull it. Take my word. Sort of funny, I think, or I just cracked up because I wouldn't think that someone would want, to dull it. But he did. He said, "Is there any way to dull this thing, please? Gosh, it's sharp." And first, right out the gate, as they say in bull riding, right out the gate, first thing he did was nick himself and put a bloody cut on his neck. I told him if that is the only cut he ever has while using a straight razor, or for shaving in general, then that's going to be excellent, because there are plenty more where that one came from, right? I think I've got a hair here on my glasses or something. Don't you hate when you see a hair sticking out and you can't find it? Oh. One of those hidden hair things is what it is. There it is. Big old hoss. One of the daughters or granddaughters or something. Could be the wife. Wrong color though. All that fooling around got my lather to dry up a little bit, so I just recoated it some. Since I've already done the downward pass on this side, I will do the trim up around the beard edge and the beard line in a little bit. But right now, I'll go ahead with the opposite side. Downward stroke. Downward pass. But I remember when I first started wet shaving with my straight razor. In fact, it was this very one, this Dovo Prima Clang. And I recall, as soon as I first would begin shaving, every time there would be a cut right on my cheek, right about there, where I would lay it under there and it tried to get underneath the ear of my glasses. So I stopped doing that. I guess I decided it wasn't that important to try and be perfect underneath the ear of your glasses. Okay. He said, dang, that's sharp. He's right. And this Dovo is really sharp as well. Now I'm going to do the beard line, reapply some more lather afterwards. Right now just trimming up a bit. And this is where he cut himself, my son, Malachi. Right under the ear area. And everybody knows if you've ever cut yourself there, then it's going to bleed. It was really bleeding. He couldn't get it to stop. I said, here, use this alum block. He didn't know it was going to burn and sting, he said. But it did. But, you know, we learn. We go on and we learn and we grow. And to be honest, when I first started using my straight razor as a shaving implement, excuse me, when I first started using it, I didn't think I would ever figure out how to shave. I thought, dang, this is just going to be a hassle. And it got better and better and better, just like everybody said it would. All my buddies were saying, oh, don't worry, man. It's going to get better. You're going to improve. Bob Randolph, thank you. Mike Baker, thank you. They all said the same thing. And they were right. It did get easier, it did get better, and I did become more proficient. It just takes a little time, that's all. And to all the other buddies that helped me out. I shouldn't have started naming names because now I'm thinking of all these other guys I want to mention. And I can't. I just can't do all the names, but I think you know who you are. Thanks to you guys. 2015 was the year you helped me learn. I know a lot of people told me that, as I look back, that one way to shave was, and everybody's different, you know, everybody has a different way. And I told my son the very same thing, that you had to figure out what works best, you know, for you. And I think he did, or is, currently in the process. And I told him that I was told to do short strokes, many short strokes like this. And that's good. But you can also do this. Long, steady strokes too. Whatever works perfect for you is the right way. Right? Yeah, whatever works great for you. And this soap just smells awesome. It really does. I can't get enough of this scent. I'm doing the upward pass right now. Obviously, I'm occupied. Doing the upward pass now. I have noticed that the beard oil or pre-shave oil, whichever you decide to use, is very, very beneficial. That's one thing I've learned throughout 2015, as well as stretching your skin. Some of the most important things to do. My buddy Bill, Sweet William is what I call him. He is across the pond, and fellow wet shaver, he told me the other day that he always puts a pre-shave on in between passes, which is a great thing to do. So hats off to you, man. I'm going to try and keep doing that for future reference, but since today is a holiday, New Year's Day, I'm going to try and rush along with this shave, get some more lather going. But that shave is awesome. We're very close already. One good thing about a good sharp razor is you don't have to shave as often. Come in. Hi, Daniel. We are recording.
Oh.
You want to shave?
No.
Why?
I just have to go to...
Come over here and say hi. This is Daniel. Let's put a little on you. Come on. Don't. Chicken. I don't know what it is. I used to love let my granddad put some soap on me.
I just have to go to the restroom.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Okay.
Close the door, though.
Yeah.
You don't want everybody listening or looking. And then you do a flush job, so can't no one hear. So I hope maybe Daniel will be able to use a straight razor and shave one day. I'm going to have to teach him, though. Takes a little while. And flush that thing, man. Doing a little bit of a trim up job here because I know that I missed a spot right there. And so you got to go back over it and do the trim up. I got this one earlier, but I didn't get the beard line trim all the way down to the trim line. So I'm going to go back down and redo this area, and then we'll do the upward pass again, just to check and make sure that everything's cut proper. All right. You sure you don't want to shave?
No.
Okay. I love to let my granddad put shaving cream on me, but for some reason, these kids today, Logan doesn't even want me to put shave cream on him. And he's 4. Daniel is 9. So I can understand that, you know. He's at that age where, you know, they don't want to put cologne on and appear too masculine or feminine. But Logan, who is 4, he won't even allow me to put any shave cream on him. So that's just kids. I used to think that it was one of the most grand things ever to have my dad just even allow me to watch him shave. I used to love watching my dad shave. But as I look back and think back, I don't think he ever once offered to put some of the lotion or shave cream on my face. Just different times, different people, different personalities, and That's all I can think. That might be the reason. But I mean, I would just have considered it awesome if he had just allowed me to, you know, pretend like I was going to shave. If he wanted to put some shave cream on me and then try and shave me. Oh well, times are different. Upward pass. Man, it's clean. Wow. It's just so sharp that it's a clean shave already, so I don't really have much under there to go over. And I'm not going to just scrape skin, so. I get closer to the beard line, of course, there's a, you know, you can hear a little extra whisker activity. But that's about it. And that is just about it as far as the shave goes. I mean, there's a spot there I tend to always miss. That one is pretty close. I will go over it though. Right here, just a little bit. And over here, just a little bit too. That goes into the lower neck area and around the lower ear. And then there's the scar that I had back when I had that Frankenstein surgery.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
That is it. Close the coffin, Maurice. Awesome shave. I got news for you. It really was close shave, even though it was a 2-day shave. It had been 2 days since I had a shave. But it's a very close shave. And that's excellent. So for my aftershave, I'm going to close the pores up with this. The Ed Pinode bottle, one of my collector bottles. I love this one. That is a cap that I found somewhere else. I was very fortunate. But it fits, and that's all that matters to me. This stuff smells good. Blue spice. That's what's in here. I'm going to pour a little in my palm and just slather it on. And this stuff does have its stinging activity because I think it has a lot of alcohol in it, more than likely. This is, I take that back. This is not Blue Spice. Blue Spice is made by Lustre company. And they make a lot of good stuff. But this is actually Aspen. Now that I look, I've got a bottle here. This is what was in there. Lucky Tiger's Aspen. That was Aspen. And it smells very nice. I'm putting on some aftershave skin conditioner from Menon. This is called AFTA. And it has a light blue texture and tint as well. So I think I chose appropriately as far as the color combination goes. But this stuff does a great job in restoring, revitalizing your skin. And it does have a decent scent to it as well. There we go. I like to put it on thick and then sort of just blot it, pat it, and remove a topical amount, leaving the rest to penetrate the pores. And then when I do that, it's plain to see I have reached, oh Status. Thank you very much. Post status. I appreciate you guys watching on this New Year's Day, 2016, January 1st. Get out there and buy some knives, and get out there and buy yourself some good shaving material. Get you some razors, whether it's a double edge or a straight razor you like, or a cutthroat as they say. One is as good as the other, just depends on what mood you're in for the day, right? Exactly. Like, mood for this one perhaps. Mood for this one perhaps. It's fun to have fun, isn't it? Thank you once again. I appreciate it. Pat your brother on the back when you get the opportunity. Pay it forward, okay? Let's do more paying it forward in 2016. Okay? Sounds good. Peace.
S.O.T.D.